Preface: Life as a mystery and wisdom. Life is the greatest gift bestowed by God upon His creations. Every individual, regardless of race, religion, or background, enters this world wrapped in the mystery of their purpose and the journey ahead. Life is not merely a sequence of moments, but a profound arrangement of wisdom, calling humanity to seek its meaning. In life, humans possess a distinct uniqueness. Unlike other beings, humans are endowed with intellect, a capacity to think, reflect, and make decisions. Yet, this ability comes with great responsibility to understand oneself, recognize the Creator, and make the most of this fleeting existence. Life is not solely about achievements, but also about struggles. Along the journey, we face various challenges, trials, and opportunities. Each obstacle carries its own wisdom, strengthening the soul, refining character, and bringing us closer to the true essence of life. This preface introduces the key themes of philosophical reflections on life while inviting listeners to delve into deeper questions. What is the meaning of life? How should one live it? And what is the connection between the mind, soul, and destiny in shaping our life's path? This audiobook draws inspiration from the timeless work Falsafa Hidup by Prof Dr.Hamka, a distinguished thinker and scholar. In a relaxed and approachable style, Rusli Weahamat reinterprets these profound ideas into an accessible format. It is hoped that every listener finds guidance and inspiration in contemplating their own life's journey. Let us begin. Chapter 1: The Mystery of the Mind and Brain. The brain, a complex and extraordinary organ, serves as the command center of life and thought. It controls the body's functions, processes emotions, and acts as the seat of human cognition. Within its intricate networks lies the foundation of memory and the gateway to experience. At its core, the brain is more than just a biological organ. It is a storehouse of our past, a processor of the present, and a tool for envisioning the future. Memories, formed through a blend of sensory inputs and emotional responses, shape our identity and influence our decisions. Through this remarkable capacity, the mind becomes a mirror of the world, reflecting its complexities and wonders. However, the mind is not merely an observer of life, but also an active participant. It interprets and assigns meaning to events, enabling humans to comprehend their surroundings. This ability to understand and innovate has allowed humanity to build civilizations, explore the unknown, and question the very essence of existence. The relationship between the mind and brain is a fascinating enigma. While the brain functions as a physical entity, governed by the laws of biology, the mind transcends this material realm, dwelling in the abstract. It is here that we encounter the philosophical question: is the mind merely a product of neural activity, or does it have a deeper, more spiritual dimension? In exploring this mystery, we recognize the dual nature of human existence, anchored in both the tangible and the intangible. The brain, with its neurons and synapses, works tirelessly to sustain life, while the mind, with its thoughts and dreams, seeks to understand the purpose of that life. This chapter invites you to reflect on the profound connection between the brain and the mind. As you journey through this audiobook, consider how this dynamic duo not only defines who we are, but also shapes how we perceive the world and navigate the challenges of life. Let us delve deeper into this mystery, unraveling the secrets of thought, memory, and consciousness. Chapter 2: The Mind, Desires, and the Essence of Life. The human mind, remarkable as it is, does not function in isolation. It is deeply dependent on the essence of life, air, water, and nourishment, to thrive. Oxygen fuels the brain, allowing neurons to fire and ideas to flow. Without these basic life forces, the mind ceases to operate, reminding us of the delicate balance that sustains human existence. Yet, the mind is not merely a passive instrument of survival. It is an active decision-maker. This ability to choose, however, is constantly tested by the presence of desires, or nafsu. Desires, both noble and base, coexist within every individual, pulling the mind in different directions. It is here that the mind's strength is revealed, in balancing desires with reason and maintaining harmony between the two. When the mind succumbs to unchecked desires, decisions become impulsive, leading to consequences that may harm oneself or others. Conversely, when reason dominates excessively, life may lose its spontaneity and emotional depth. Wisdom, therefore, lies in achieving equilibrium, allowing desires to inspire while keeping them grounded in rational thought. The health of the mind also plays a crucial role in this balance. A well-nourished and rested brain supports clearer thinking and better emotional regulation. On the other hand, stress, exhaustion, or illness can cloud judgment and make one more susceptible to the pull of unhealthy desires. Caring for the mind is not merely a physical necessity, but a moral and spiritual responsibility. This chapter encourages reflection on the interplay between the mind and desires. It invites us to ask ourselves, are we led by fleeting temptations, or do we strive for deeper, more meaningful pursuits? How can we nurture our minds to make choices that align with our higher purpose? The journey of life is a constant tug-of-war between the impulses of the heart and the reasoning of the mind. By understanding this dynamic and striving for balance, we can unlock the true potential of the mind and lead a life enriched with purpose, wisdom, and fulfillment. Chapter 3. The Influence of Heritage and Environment. Every human being enters this world as a unique individual, yet they are not free from the influences of their heritage and environment. From the very beginning, our genetic makeup, passed down from our parents and ancestors, shapes the foundations of who we are. Physical traits, temperament, and even certain predispositions to behavior are woven into our DNA, forming the bedrock of our individuality. However, genetics is only one piece of the puzzle. The environment in which a person is raised plays an equally crucial role. Experiences from childhood, the influence of family, exposure to culture, and interactions with society all leave lasting impressions on the mind. Over time, these influences guide how one thinks, feels, and perceives the world. For instance, a child raised in an environment of encouragement and positivity is more likely to grow up with confidence and resilience. Conversely, one exposed to neglect or negativity may struggle with self-doubt and fear. This dynamic highlights the intricate interplay between nature, heritage, and nurture, environment, in shaping human development. Yet, life is not without its unpredictabilities. Illness, injury, or trauma, whether physical or emotional, can disrupt the natural course of development. For example, damage to the brain due to an accident or illness can affect memory, personality, or even the ability to think clearly. Such events remind us of the fragility of the human mind and the importance of understanding and compassion. Despite these influences, humans possess the remarkable ability to adapt and evolve. While heritage and environment set the stage, they do not dictate the final act. Through self-awareness, education, and determination, individuals can overcome challenges, reshape their perspectives, and rise above limitations. This chapter invites reflection on the forces that shape us. How much of who we are is inherited, and how much is shaped by our surroundings? More importantly, how can we use this understanding to grow and thrive? Ultimately, the journey of life is a balance between accepting what we cannot change and striving to change what we can. By acknowledging the impact of heritage and environment, we empower ourselves to take charge of our destiny, creating a life that reflects both our origins and our aspirations. Chapter 4. The Debate Between Mind and Soul. Throughout history, the relationship between the mind and the soul has sparked profound debates among scholars, philosophers, and theologians. Is the mind merely a product of biological processes, or does it serve as a bridge to something greater, a reflection of the soul? From a medical perspective, the mind is often seen as a function of the brain, influenced by neurons, chemicals, and synaptic connections. Doctors and neuroscientists have extensively studied how thoughts, emotions, and decisions emerge from this complex network. According to this view, the mind is rooted in the material realm, a byproduct of physical existence. On the other hand, spiritualists and theologians argue that the mind is more than a biological mechanism. They believe it is intertwined with the soul, an eternal and divine essence that connects humans to their Creator. The soul, in this perspective, is the true seat of consciousness, guiding the mind beyond the limits of the physical world. This divergence in perspectives raises thought-provoking questions. If the mind and soul are separate entities, how do they interact? Can the mind influence the soul, or does the soul dictate the workings of the mind? Philosophical traditions like dualism suggest a symbiotic relationship where the soul provides purpose and morality, while the mind processes and implements these insights in the material world. The materialistic perspective, rooted in science, often dismisses the concept of the soul as unprovable. It asserts that all thoughts, emotions, and experiences can be explained by examining the brain's structure and activity. However, this view struggles to address the deeper mysteries of human existence, such as the origins of consciousness, free will, and the yearning for transcendence. In contrast, the spiritualistic perspective embraces the soul as a fundamental aspect of life, a gift from the divine. It teaches that the soul is eternal, existing before birth and continuing after death. According to this view, the mind is merely a tool for the soul's expression during our time in the physical world. Reflecting on these perspectives offers a deeper understanding of life's complexity. Is the soul the spark that gives life to the mind? Or is the mind a self-sufficient entity confined to the physical realm? The answer may lie in a harmonious blend of both perspectives, acknowledging the wonders of the human brain while embracing the spiritual essence that defines our humanity. Ultimately, the debate between mind and soul is not merely an intellectual exercise, but a quest for understanding our place in the universe. It challenges us to explore our thoughts, beliefs, and actions, leading us closer to the truth about who we are and why we exist. Chapter 5. The Origins of Life. Life is a miracle that begins from the tiniest of particles. The journey of human existence starts from an almost invisible speck, an initial union of cells that eventually forms a complete and complex being. This process is a testament to the magnificence of both biological precision and divine intervention. Science explains the origins of life through biological mechanisms. The formation of human life begins with the fertilization of an egg by a sperm, leading to the creation of a zygote. This zygote undergoes countless divisions, growing and transforming within the protective environment of the mother's womb. Each stage of development is marked by incredible complexity, governed by natural laws that seem almost magical in their precision. But this biological explanation is only part of the story. Beyond the physical formation lies the question of the soul's arrival. When does the spark of life transition into consciousness? Different philosophies and religious traditions offer varied answers. Some believe the soul is infused at the moment of conception, while others propose it enters at a specific stage of fetal development. Regardless of the timing, the presence of the soul elevates a mere biological entity into a living being with purpose and meaning. The womb is not merely a physical space, but a sacred vessel where the journey of life begins. Within its confines, the unborn child is nurtured and protected, undergoing a transformation that prepares it for the outside world. The Quran refers to this process as one of creation, where the child evolves through stages, demonstrating the wisdom of the Creator in every detail. The journey from the womb to the world is a profound leap, a transition from dependence and darkness to independence and light. At birth, the child takes its first breath, marking the beginning of life as an individual being. This moment symbolizes the confluence of the physical and the spiritual, as the body, mind, and soul begin their collective journey through existence. From a spiritual perspective, the origin of life is a divine mystery, a process that reflects the Creator's boundless knowledge and power. Life is a gift, an opportunity to explore the depths of existence and fulfill the purpose for which we were created. Reflecting on the origins of life reminds us of the interconnectedness of all creation. The same elements that form stars and planets also constitute our physical bodies, linking us to the universe in ways we often overlook. Life is not a random occurrence, but a carefully orchestrated phenomenon that speaks to the unity of all existence under a divine plan. As we ponder the miracle of our beginnings, we are reminded of our responsibilities as living beings. Life is not merely a possession, but a trust, a sacred gift that we are called to cherish, nurture, and use wisely. By understanding where we come from, we gain insights into where we are headed and the purpose that guides us along the way. Chapter 6: The Unity of Life and Change. Life is a continuous journey, a thread that connects the moment of birth to the inevitability of death. This continuity reveals the essence of existence, that life is never static. It is a river that flows, a flame that flickers, constantly moving, growing, and evolving. Every day of life reflects this cycle of birth and death. The rising sun marks the birth of a new day, full of opportunities and potential. The setting sun signifies its death, a reminder that all things must come to an end. Yet, as the day dies, it gives way to the night, a moment of rest and renewal, preparing for another dawn. This rhythm of nature mirrors the journey of human existence. Change is an inherent part of life's continuity. It is through change that we grow, adapt, and discover new aspects of ourselves. From infancy to old age, we undergo countless transformations: physical, mental, and emotional. Each stage brings its challenges and lessons, shaping us into the individuals we are destined to become. The unity of life lies in its interconnectedness. No moment exists in isolation. Each is tied to what came before and what will come after. The choices we make today influence the course of our future, just as the experiences of our past have shaped our present. This interconnectedness teaches us that life is not a series of separate events, but a cohesive journey guided by purpose and meaning. Change, though often feared, is essential for growth. Without it, life would stagnate, losing its vibrancy and depth. Embracing change allows us to let go of what no longer serves us and make room for new possibilities. It challenges us to step out of our comfort zones, confront our fears, and discover our inner strength. In the grand tapestry of life, every thread of change adds color and texture, contributing to the beauty of the whole. The highs and lows, successes and failures, joys and sorrows, all are integral to our story. They remind us that life is not meant to be perfect, but meaningful. As we navigate the constant flux of existence, we are called to find balance. Balance between holding on and letting go, between striving for the future and appreciating the present. This balance enables us to live fully, to cherish the journey without being consumed by the destination. The unity of life and change is a testament to the Creator's wisdom. In the perpetual motion of existence, we see the hand of the divine, orchestrating every detail with precision and care. By embracing this truth, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life, finding peace amidst its uncertainties and purpose in its challenges. To reflect on life's continuity and its ever-changing nature is to understand our role in the larger scheme of existence. We are not separate from the world, but part of a greater whole, connected to each other and to the universe itself. By embracing this unity, we honor the gift of life and fulfill our purpose as stewards of creation. Chapter 7: The Reality of Death. Death is the inevitable conclusion of every physical journey, yet it is not merely an end. It is also a beginning. As humans, we grapple with the mystery of death, oscillating between fear and curiosity, sorrow and hope. To understand death is to embrace its role in the cycle of existence, where life and death are inseparable companions, each giving meaning to the other. From a scientific perspective, death is a biological process. The heart ceases to beat, the brain halts its functions, and the body returns to the earth. It marks the end of our physical presence. Yet, Even within this finality, science continues to probe the mystery of what comes next. Studies on near-death experiences, consciousness, and the dying process suggest that death may not be as final as it appears. From a spiritual standpoint, death is not an end, but a transition. Many traditions describe it as a doorway to another dimension, where the soul embarks on its next journey. Whether one views this as a return to the Creator, a continuation of existence in another realm, or reincarnation, the concept of death is rarely confined to mere cessation. It is imbued with deeper significance, one that aligns with the eternal nature of the soul. Death reminds us of life's impermanence. It urges us to cherish each moment, to love deeply, and to live with purpose. It strips away trivialities, revealing what truly matters. The awareness of mortality can be both humbling and empowering, inspiring us to focus on our legacy, what we leave behind in the hearts of those we love and in the world we inhabit. The fear of death often stems from the unknown, what lies beyond the final breath. While we may not have definitive answers, reflections from both science and spirituality provide glimpses of hope. The idea that life continues in some form, whether through the memories we leave behind or through the continuation of the soul, offers comfort amidst the uncertainty. Human responses to death vary greatly. Some face it with courage, others with trepidation. For many, faith provides solace, a belief that death is not the end but a return to the Creator. Rituals surrounding death, from funeral rites to prayers, reflect our collective need to find meaning and closure in loss. In embracing the reality of death, we also embrace life. By acknowledging that our time is finite, we are reminded to live authentically, to pursue our dreams, and to nurture our relationships. Death becomes a teacher, guiding us toward a life of fulfillment and gratitude. Ultimately, death is a certainty that unites all of humanity. It transcends cultural, religious, and personal differences, reminding us of our shared mortality. In this universal truth lies a profound opportunity for connection and understanding as we navigate the journey of life together. To reflect on death is not to dwell on despair, but to honor the sacredness of life itself. It is to prepare for the inevitable with grace and acceptance, finding peace in the knowledge that, just as life is a gift, so too is death, a passage into the unknown, a bridge to eternity. Chapter 8. The wonders of nature and the greatness of God-nature is a vast tapestry woven with threads of beauty, complexity, and harmony. Every element, from the smallest grain of sand to the expansive galaxies, speaks of a Creator whose wisdom and power surpass human comprehension. In contemplating the wonders of nature, one cannot help but marvel at the intricate balance that sustains life. The precision with which the universe operates is awe-inspiring. The rotation of the Earth, the alignment of planets, the changing seasons, all are evidence of an intelligent design. Science has uncovered many of nature's secrets, yet the deeper we delve, the more we realize how much remains a mystery. Behind every discovery lies a profound question. Who or what orchestrated such perfection? The concept of ether, often referred to in ancient philosophies and spiritual teachings, represents the unseen forces that connect all existence. While modern science may describe these forces through terms like energy or quantum fields, their essence remains an enigma. These unseen elements remind us that not everything can be measured or explained. Some truths reside beyond the realm of human understanding. Nature's beauty is a reflection of God's greatness. The cascading waterfalls, towering mountains, blooming flowers, and singing birds, all are signs of a Creator who delights in diversity and magnificence. For those who seek spiritual insight, nature becomes a sanctuary, a place where the soul feels the presence of the divine. The balance within ecosystems demonstrates the interconnectedness of all living beings. Plants, animals, and humans rely on one another for survival. This interdependence is a testament to the wisdom embedded in creation, urging us to live in harmony with nature. Yet, humanity's actions often disrupt this balance, leading to environmental crises. Such challenges call us to reflect on our role as stewards of the earth and to honor the trust placed in us by the Creator. In exploring the cosmos, we encounter the grandeur of the unknown. Stars billions of light years away shine as reminders of our smallness in the vast expanse of existence. Yet, within this smallness lies a paradox. Humanity, despite its finite nature, has been endowed with the capacity to reflect on infinity. This gift of contemplation is a privilege and a responsibility, guiding us to seek wisdom and truth. Spiritual teachings often emphasize that nature is a mirror of the divine. By observing the cycles of growth, decay, and renewal, we gain insight into the rhythms of life and death. The persistence of rivers carving through rocks, the resilience of plants sprouting after a wildfire. These phenomena teach us lessons of endurance, patience, and hope. The perfection in creation also calls us to gratitude. Every breath we take, every drop of water we drink, and every ray of sunlight that warms us is a blessing. To live in gratitude is to acknowledge the Creator's generosity and to fulfill our purpose as beings entrusted with life. Finally, the wonders of nature inspire humility. They remind us of our limitations and the vastness of what lies beyond. Yet, in this humility, we find strength, for it connects us to something greater than ourselves, a Creator whose greatness is reflected in every corner of existence. To gaze upon the natural world is to witness a divine masterpiece. It is an invitation to reflect, to marvel, and to worship. Nature calls us to remember that we are part of a greater whole, bound by the threads of creation, and forever linked to the one who set it all into motion. Chapter 9. Conclusion. The philosophy of life as reflection. Life is a journey woven with threads of destiny, guided by both divine wisdom and human effort. Every step we take is a part of a greater plan, one that transcends our limited understanding. In contemplating this journey, we begin to see life not merely as a series of events, but as a profound tapestry of meaning and purpose. The philosophy of life teaches us that existence is not random. Every joy and every sorrow, every success and every failure, carries a hidden wisdom waiting to be uncovered. To live is to participate in a grand narrative, one in which our actions and choices are both influenced by and contribute to the unfolding of a divine plan. At the heart of this reflection lies gratitude. To acknowledge life as a gift is to embrace it with humility and purpose. Gratitude transforms even the most ordinary moments into opportunities for connection, with ourselves, with others, and with the Creator. It reminds us that every breath is a blessing, every challenge a lesson, and every encounter a chance to grow. Life's unpredictability often leads us to question our place in the universe. Yet, it is in these moments of uncertainty that we are called to trust in the wisdom of the divine. Faith becomes the bridge between what we know and what we hope for, guiding us through the unknown with courage and resilience. In reflecting on the entirety of existence, we come to understand that life is both fleeting and eternal. While our physical journey has an endpoint, the impact of our actions, thoughts, and beliefs reverberates beyond our mortal lives. This realization invites us to live with intention, making each day meaningful and each action purposeful. The journey of life is also one of self-discovery. To know oneself is to embark on an exploration of the mind, soul, and spirit. It is through this inner journey that we find our connection to the divine, our sense of belonging in the world, and our capacity to contribute to the greater good. The philosophy of life challenges us to see beyond the material and into the spiritual. It calls us to rise above our immediate desires and to seek the deeper truths that sustain us. This search is not about escaping the world, but engaging with it in a way that brings harmony, justice, and compassion. Finally, life is a reflection of the Creator's greatness. Every experience, whether filled with joy or pain, is an opportunity to witness the divine in action. To live is to participate in a sacred dance, one that requires us to embrace both the light and the shadows, knowing that both are essential to the whole. In closing, the journey of life is a gift, a responsibility, and a mystery. It is a path that invites us to reflect, to grow, and to connect. To live fully is to honor the divine within us and around us, embracing the beauty and complexity of existence with open hearts and minds. As we reflect on the philosophy of life, let us carry forward the lessons we have learned, to live with gratitude, to trust in the unseen, and to walk with purpose and humility. In doing so, we not only find meaning in our own lives, but also contribute to the greater story of humanity, a story written by the hands of the Creator, one step, one moment, and one life at a time.